Do you see beasts have problems with fertilizer? That is repaired today with the domestication of the Phiomia. We start with a curious fact, and that is that although the table says that it is faster swimming than on land, the truth is that the speed is very similar. His temperament is frightened, and only a small blow will be enough for him to run away. These are their locations in the different types of map, where you can find one of these, and in what you are seeing this in the background, let me tell you that this one is carried by Argentavis, Wyber, Quetzal, Ginata, River, Megalosaurus, Carcinos, Tusotutis, and additional data that the baby can be carried by a Procoptodon. In turn, it is learnable by Boleadora, Bear Trap, Large Bear Trap, Lacos Lasso, and by the Net Projectile. Here I am going to give you two Tameo methods. The first just includes a bowler, a bat, and that's it. To be able to do this domestication, you will only need to find a Phiomia that does not exceed level 48. This so that the Boladora and the club are more than enough to sleep it from one attack. If you find a very high level 1, it is best to use a trap for it. You will only take up a couple of bollards to be able to leave it still. And once it is still, you will use fence bases, preferably made of wood, to make it cheaper, and also some walls or door frames. These can be perfectly made of straw, since Phiomia, as I mentioned to you a while ago, has a fearful temperament, so the moment you attack him, instead of fighting, he will run away. So it doesn't really matter what material your structures are made of, you'll lock it up like you were seeing it in the background, and now if you're ready to sift, it's already locked up and won't escape. But you need to keep using Boleadors because this one gets more torpor to the head, and a level 150.1 primitive quality weapon. These will be the tranquilizers. Necessary to be able to send it to Mimir. If you have any of these Tameo helpers, these would be the hits you'd need to send him to sleep. By the way, if you want dinos with a maximum level of level 450 in their wild state, I recommend that you go watch this video, since there I teach you how to activate them during their unconsciousness time. Most efficient food, the basic kibble, 16 pieces for 4 minutes. Crops or vegetables, 160 pieces for 21 minutes. And finally, the best berries, 213 pieces for 21 minutes. To double the domestication time of a level 330 Phiomia, we will need 35 keys. Don't forget that to speed up the domestication time, I recommend leaving the game and looking for the character's wine food statistic. You will place the number 50, you will return to the game, and once the dinosaur's food is drained, you will change this statistic again to 1. I recommend using this trick only when there is no dino nearby, because your pets also suffer from this hunger effect. To avoid this, you can also put them in cryopods, and now yes, it is ready to domesticate if your biomes starve, and it will domesticate faster than it should. This is a mammalian dino, so it doesn't lay eggs. His mount is unlocked at level 5. It is manufactured from our inventory. These are his materials, and weapons are allowed above this for better life. It will drop us meat and hide, and a level 150 will give us 63 points, 6 experience points. Although he is a beautiful and chubby dino, he is unable to farm the fences since he can only farm wood and straw. It cannot damage any type. Breedings, go carefully, as aberrant type raptors and those who bring a rider may dismount you. It only has one attack which does a base damage of 10 and is the Phiomia bite. Although it is not designed for combat, the truth is that you can save yourself from those small or low level dinos such as Pegomastax Trodonis. And why not? Maybe even a normal raptor. Remember that in this version of Arte, the raptors lose this ability to jump and dismount us, except for the aberrant type. Let's remember that this is the first mountable wine that we can use at the beginning of the game, so for this there are two different uses. One of them will be specialized. When is the first mount that you unlock? That is like a cargo wine, adding speed, weight, and if necessary stamina to it. The second use is for a more advanced stage of the games and would be to manufacture SS compost or even fertilizers. If you have the correct tools that will be used directly in the crops, and to be able to use this use you will have to get enough steam berries, since when you force feeding Phiomia with these fences, what she does is lower her food and she begins to produce species in industrial quantities. If you want to get the most out of it, you'll need to get I want a ball beetle or a compost box, whichever is more profitable for you. The fertilizer drawer is unlocked at level 15. These are its materials and it is manufactured from our inventory, and to put it to work we will only have to place 2 eases and 50 straw, and around 130 hours later we will have a bag of fertilizer. As for the ball beetle, I recommend it much more since apart from working faster it will also produce oil. Remember to put him on vagabond so this one can work freely. And if you don't know what fertilizer is for you, I want you to see this example. A medium S in a garden provides us with 7,500 fertilizer, and a bag of fertilizer in a garden of the same size provides us with 54,000 fertilizer, more than 7 times the above. For those people who have reached this part of the video, I have a little surprise for them, and that is that down here in the description you can find the command to appear a level 150 Phiomia in its wild state. I hope you liked the video. You have loved the most important thing. It has taught you how to tame your Phiomia and what it is for. If so, give me a good like. Subscribe if you are not, and without further ado, see you.